So if you're someone that's finally said, listen, I want to take golf seriously, I want to get to this scratch number within the next 12 months, here's what I would do when I'm at the range to get that done. Here we go. Number one, what's really most important is practice with a purpose, okay? I'm just not here, I'm not going to tee up my ball and hit and hit and hit with no purpose, okay? I want to make sure I'm hitting it with a purpose, right? I have to say that again and again for people in the back who really don't understand what practice is like. When you're at the range, you're not just here to hit balls, you're here to practice, okay? I want you to hit less balls and take more time. So what does this look like, right? I'm here, I'm over my ball, I'm doing a couple little practice swings, feeling the ground out, looking at my target, seeing exactly where I want to hit it, right? You aim small, you miss small, right? I want to hit that little target I see, right? You might not be able to see it, but I'm aiming at a very small target in the distance here. Now, I really want to feel the swing. What's the swing change you're going through, right? Here, whatever it might be, right? Using your hips more, stopping your early extension, stopping your chicken wing, whatever it might be. I want you to really focus on that and focus your brain on that one exact thing. Don't think about 10 things, think about that one exact thing, fix it, and then move on to the next, okay? Boom. Okay, so I'm practicing here, I'm looking, feel like you're hitting this ball at the course, okay? I want you to make sure you're really focusing on feeling like you're at the course. As we all know, the range is very different from the course. This is a completely different game when you have 100 balls in front of you and you're able to just hit a ball and hit a ball and hit a ball. Take your time. Now, number two, what I would do if I wanted to become a scratch golfer in less than 12 months is learn how to hit a straight putt, okay? Learning how to hit a straight putt is so important. It's one of the things Jack Nicklaus said, every putt's a straight putt, right? What I want you to do is take a mark that's 20 feet away and try and hit the ball straight. I guarantee you, if you were to have a straight chalk line on the ground, it would actually not be straight. You might pull it a bit, you might push it a bit, okay? If you can hit a putt that's 20 feet away exactly on line, you'll be doing a great justice to your putting game, right? Putting is of utmost importance. You want to get rid of those 3 putts and you want to start making more 1 putts within that 7-foot circle, okay? So we talked about putting, we talked about practicing with a purpose. Now, a couple other things that I wanted to talk about was you need to understand how the conditions affect your game, right? I'm playing off a hard pan here. This is hard mud, right? This is different than hitting off really soft grass, right? This is also different than hitting off wet grass. Understanding how each of those things affect your ball will be of great justice to you as well. It'll do you great, right? If I'm hitting a chip off this, it'll be very different than if I'm hitting a chip off this stuff, right? This more rough where it's kind of sitting up a bit, right? You want to make sure that you're hitting it with the right intention and with the right thought in mind, okay? So just to talk about conditions, let's say, look at the wind, right? This wind is moving from left to right. If I hit the straightest ball possible, right? Zeroed out my swing, my spin axis, zeroed out my swing, everything's perfect, which in a real world scenario it's not, but let's try and think that it is. This ball will move right, okay? No matter what you do, because there's wind moving it left to right, this ball will slightly move towards the right, okay? So what does this mean? If this pin is in the back right, okay, what do I want to do? I want to aim in the center of the green, okay? Take away your misses, right? If your miss is most likely a hook, then make sure you're focusing on the range to not try and hook the ball, right? Focus on maybe playing a fade, right? Focus on swinging a little bit more out to in, right? If you're really like this and you're really releasing it like a hook swing, okay? Depending on what your issue is, figure out what it is and try and manage your miss, okay? Usually people are struggling with the slice, so what I find is people who struggle with the slice can never actually draw a golf ball, right? I want you to take 5, 10 golf shots and feel yourself actually drawing the golf ball, okay? Now, another thing I see with a lot of players is they try and practice something and they spend their whole entire range session practicing that exact same thing. Now, what does that actually get you, right? If I'm here and I'm practicing the same thing over and over and over again with my training aid, let's say, that actually gets me nowhere, right? You're not actually able to put this in a real world scenario where you're at the course, right? What do? I don't hit all my balls with the alignment stick training aid. What I'm gonna wanna do is now take the ball and play it by itself. Completely bare, no alignment training aid with the thought in mind, right? What does this do now for me, right? If I take this now and I try and apply it, boom, okay? Hit a little baby draw, ended up hitting the electrical tower, but that was a good feel for me, and I felt like I cleared enough and was able to come through. Now you keep going again and again and again with your barren club, and then go back to your alignment stick training aid once you find something doesn't work. I find a lot of people spending their entire time at the range focusing on one exact thing, and it doesn't always work, because when you're at the course, you're not just going to be focusing on that one exact thing. You're using different clubs in the bag. It's a 4-hour round, 4-hour 30-minute round, right? You're not just going to be focusing on that one thing for 4 hours 30 minutes. This is a very dynamic sport. You're moving around, you're doing different things, right? I want you to focus on actually applying it to your real swing when it's under a little bit of pressure, okay? Now, another thing I wanted to talk about, if you wanted to go from 0, wherever you're at, whether you're a 10 handicap, 20 handicap, towards that scratch handicap, apply this all and focus on what you're struggling with, okay? When you're at the course, I want you to mark stuff down, start taking a little bit of notes, right? See what you're struggling with, right? If it's a shot with between that 30 to 80 yard short game shot that you're really struggling with, you're struggling with the thins, the chunks, the shanks, but every other shot in your bag is perfect. Your driver's good, your 3-wood's good, your irons are all good, but right when you get to where that 60 yard mark is, 30 yard mark, whatever it might be, you just can't get over the ball and have confidence. Well, you know what to practice, right? If you don't know what to practice, then you're in a much worse position than if you do know what you need to practice. So when you come to the range next time, you know you should be spending most of your time on what that exact shot is, okay? Whether it's a bump and run, your 7-iron, whether it's a draw, whatever it might be that you're really trying to work on, make sure that you know and you're tracking your stats at the course to see what you're actually struggling with, so you know what to improve to get your game towards your goal, okay? We want to always be moving forward in this game. We don't want to come to the range and practice our favorite club that we're working the best with, because it gets us nowhere, right? We want to be able to move up. We want to work on the club that we least have, that's the least favorite in the bag, right? One of the biggest things I tell some of my students when they come to practice is, what's the worst club in your bag? Take it out. Let's see how you hit it. And they're always like, no, I don't really want to play that because I just don't like it, right? But it's a club you need, right? If it's a club you need and it's the worst club in your bag, let's figure out why it's the worst club in your bag. Let's try and make it the best club in your bag, right? We want to make every single club more confident and better to use, okay? So if I were to go over a couple of these tips again, if you want to go from where you're at today, whether it's a 20 handicap, 10 handicap, whatever it is, 30 handicap, to scratch in 12 months or less, this is what I would do. Number 1, practice with a purpose. Pick a target out in the distance. Aim small, miss small. See where your target is, whether it's a little speck and you can keep your eye on it, whether it's a little bush. You want to make sure that's your target. You pick it out, you set up, you focus. Think of it as a real course, right? This is my target, that's the pin, okay? Boom, I'm set up, I'm easy, right? Whatever it might be, 1, 2 looks, taking a swing like this, setting up, relaxing, feel like you're at the course, and take your time. Okay? Taking your time is really important when it comes to playing at the range, as you want to apply this stuff to when you're hitting at the course, okay? Now, number 2 would be hit less balls and use more time, okay? You want to be hitting less balls so you can practice your pre-shot routine. Whatever your pre-shot routine might be. I see a lot of people like this, relaxing, letting their body relax, being ready. Whenever they're ready to take that step into the shot, then they can get in here, take their step in, get in, and be comfortable. Okay, whatever it might be, I want you to hit less balls with more time. Okay, feel like you're actually on the course. Now, number 2 would be make sure you're tracking what your stats are. Greens and regulations, fairways and regulations. What are your favorite clubs? What are your worst clubs? What are you struggling with? Is it a slice? Is it a hook? Is it hitting it fat? Is it hitting it thin? Is it hitting shanks? Whatever it might be in your swing, I want you to focus on what you're struggling with when you go to the course so you can apply that practice to your range. So if I'm hitting it a little bit fat, what happens is because I'm hitting it, what will happen is because I'm hitting behind the golf ball, right? My low point is too far behind. I can search up a drill, an easy towel drill where I put a towel all the way back here, right? And I focus on a little bit more steepening the swing so I can hit down on the golf ball, right? What I'm gonna wanna do if there's a towel back here is I'm gonna wanna miss the towel, right? So I want my low point to now shift in front of the golf ball. Easy stuff like that, so you can fix the miss that you have, will get you in the right direction to be able to shoot scratch later on in the year or maybe next year, right? Having these goals like this are definitely huge when it comes to practicing your overall game. Now, lastly, what I wanted to talk about, if you're gonna go and try and be scratch within the next 12 months, congrats, it's an amazing goal. You can do it if you practice the right way. I want you to also practice on your putting. Now, a lot of you guys are probably like, putting, right? It's the most important part, right? You're hitting 30 to 36 putts in a round. If you're hitting under 30, you're doing an amazing job, but you're hitting quite a few putts in a round, right? You wanna make sure that you're able to putt it well. Pick a spot 20 feet out and try and hit some straight shots, straight putts towards that spot. Okay, Jack Nicklaus said every shot is a straight putt, right? Every putt is a straight putt, just like what Jack Nicklaus said, right? It just matters where you're aiming, right? It's the same stroke every single time. You're just increasing a little bit of the distance. That's the only thing that changes. So I want to make sure you're really focusing on putting, as it's of utmost importance. Now, I want to say, if you guys are trying to get on this journey to scratch, don't let stuff bring you down. Golf is a game like this, okay? It slowly goes up. There's a lot of pitfalls and there's a lot of good days, right? There's a lot of good days, there's a lot of bad days. We're gonna have them. That's why we love the game so much. Stick with it and let me know how it goes for you down below. Good luck, guys. If you're also interested, I'm doing personalized coaching for you guys. I'm doing free 15-minute golf consultation sessions to talk about where you're currently trying to improve with your swing and how I can help you out if I'm the right fit for you. So click the link down below and apply to see if we can work together. If you guys like this type of content, click the subscribe link down below here, and my new recent upload is going to be right here. I'll see you guys in the next one.